Hello and welcome to Open Everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're here, don't forget, follow Juan on Twitter, Instagram, FB, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Insta Stories at Rhina Valentin. So our first guest is an educator and master bomba dancer, and she's worked for many notable dance companies and choreographers in the U.S. and Puerto Rico, all while founding her own company, Bombazo Dance Company. And on Saturday, July 29th, Bombazo Dance Company will be hosting an evening to learn the history of head wraps in Africa, the Caribbean diaspora, and the United States. And so joining us now to share more, we welcome the founder and artistic director of Bombazo Dance Company, Milderi Tucker. Hello and welcome, beautiful Bombazo Dance Company founder.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it has been such an absolute pleasure and honor to showcase you throughout your progression all these years. And every year you just come up with these great innovative concepts that loan themselves to the culture and will serve as artistic components while educating the next generation.
Definitely. Thank you, Rhina, for always supporting my work in BronxNet. This is amazing and I'm truly honored. Well, Crown's project is an idea that I conceived because we needed to know a little bit more about the history of the head wrap. We usually know that it comes from the times of slavery and what that meant to our African ancestors, but there's a history before slavery. We have empires and tribes before all of that happened. So how did that resonate and how did that come and how the element, this piece of fabric, became an element of resistance for our people.
Right, and it's interesting because it's being used now.
Yes.
It's very trending right now, and it does represent resistance,
Yes,
right? Which I don't even know if most people even know that.
Right.
But let's just share a little bit about how I guess the different styles in which the scarves were wrapped around the head identify different cultures or different nations. I mean, we can't get into the whole history about it, but I think people should be interested in knowing what they're doing when they wrap themselves in these head wraps.
Our crowns are very unique, and they're not only for women, they're also used by men in different cultures. The way they're styled is basically to the personality of the person. So right now I have like a little bowl style, flower style on my head, but we also have the other style, which is the crown and the little moñito, like I call it, that we do in the front, or you can style it to the back. Depending on the length of the fabric, the consistency of the fabric is how the fabric is going to wrap around. So there's no set particular way, like this is the way it has to be done, but there are certain techniques that you can achieve depending on those qualities and those elements and how it will sit on your head. So for example, my fabric right now is soft and very light, so I'm able to maneuver it like a little bow and flower on front. It's like how I'm feeling in the morning, how I dress, how my personality shines through, because there's no wrong way to wrap it. So I get a lot of our fellow community members, Milderi, I love your head wrap, how do you do it, right?
Right.
We have the one that goes on top that we usually wear on bomba, and that's a specific length and a specific way of wrapping it. That's what we're going to show tomorrow. Also, how to do these very trendy styles. Again, that's what we're going to learn. That's how our forum is going to be about not only myself, but the company members and two amazing Bronx artists that are coming to share with us their technique and how we wrap it as well. Also, we have from Africa, like the gele from Nigeria, the Ghana fabric that's kind of like a paper type of fabric. So we're going to be showing that how also that could be molded onto your head and create the crown perspective.
I was going to ask, like, how many usages or how much usage you get out of this particular fabric? Like, how do you?
Oh my God, you can do
just
so
out of
many
curiosity.
things.
Is there a rubber band in there?
No,
anywhere?
there's not.
There's no rubber band in there.
No.
Okay, no, just it's interesting because you've got that puff thing going on there. You know, it looks like a flower.
It looks like a flower.
And so it's just tied.
It's actually tied, and it's just, again, depending on the length of the fabric. So our length and the way the Bombasso wear, you know, because my line of head wraps.
Nice.
And this is for you.
Oh, for me.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
Oh my goodness.
So depending on how we...
It matches my outfit.
It does.
Should I try while we're talking?
Yes, try.
Okay, no, you keep talking, but I'm going to try.
But you don't need no rubber band. It's just the way how it folds and how we tie it. You fold it, so you can actually, you want me to do
well, I'm going to do it because I
so
don't know if
you're going to go like around to put it to the back, fold it like that, put it to the back.
Towards the front.
Towards the front.
I know your entire hair is supposed to be in there, but I'm going to rock it with my hair out.
Right, it doesn't have, it's how you want. If your hair you want to have your hair up like mine, or you want to have it down, or halfway up.
Bombasso wear.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's beautiful. So we're going to show how that is wrapped. But also the evening is
like
also going to include, yes.
And then go up here.
Yes, go up there.
And then tie it?
Like a tie, yes.
Uh-huh.
Tie it. Very good. I'm impressed without a mirror.
It's good that I'm doing it because if you wouldn't be there to do it for me anyway. Okay.
And then kind of like, you know how you tie your shoe? You can either tie it back.
Tie it back.
Tie it back. And you have the like a little gitana look as well, which I love.
Okay.
We can also wrap it to the back. So right now you can leave it to the back.
Leave it to the back. So I've got like a pirate gypsy type of thing
kind of like a pirate gypsy going on.
I don't know if this is what we were going for, but
there's no right or wrong, and you know we also want to connect to other cultures. So usually we see this in the African American culture, and also Afro-Latino culture. But how about connecting to our neighbors, from the Muslim culture, from the Indian? Yes, the flower. Yep. Tie it like you're tying let me help you.
All right, real quick.
So what we're going to do, okay, you already have it on. So we're going to create like a little bow, tie it around. Then we have to mold it, right? We'll open it up, push this one back.
She's doing it like a pro. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Open it, and then we just style it according to this is a little bit more a lighter fabric.
Right.
And then we kind of like style it to the preference, and then we open it up like a little flower, and we tuck it under. There's a lot of tucking in this hat wraps.
There's a little detail going on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like.
There we go.
Stop you from sharing the history behind it. I just
it would look something like this.
So
it would be nice and beautiful.
All right, I'll hold it for right now, just so that we can show. But please continue.
So the evening tomorrow in our we're gonna have dance.
How's that?
It's going. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
It's beautiful. We're gonna have. I created a choreography in relation to the fabric, contemporary Afro-Caribbean based with our dancers, and how we relate to the meaning of what this is. Again, it's a symbol of resistance. They wanted to keep our ancestors back and hold them back, but what it was, it created a fashion back then, and now it's coming back. So we want to continue that legacy. Also know the meaning that we are royalty. We are wrapping it up into the crown of our heads, and also
I like that.
Also, again, dialogue and the wrapping technique. There you go.
I'm looking at myself in the camera. I'm like, oh, almost
there. You go. There you go.
It's okay. It's okay because you know that's the whole point of going to the class, right? Is to be able to do it correctly.
And it's free. There will be head wraps for sale. All the proceeds go to fund this program. We're going to have a tour around schools, libraries, and other organizations, and what the significance is, and also connecting, very important, connecting to other cultures in the Bronx, and hopefully take it beyond there.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tucker, don't worry about it, because when we take a break, I'm going to have you do it, and I'll wear it for the rest of the show.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, well, you guys, be sure to check out the Crowns Project, taking place on Saturday, July 29, from 4 to 6 p.m. at BAD. That's the Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance, which is located on 2472 Westchester Avenue in the Bronx. And for more information, you can visit bombassodanceco.com. Okay, we have to take a quick break, but we'll have more open right after this.